Hey guys, I was trying to show you all a new styling method for a tie, but the comments said, ma'am, the jacket. So here she is, the oversized men's blazer that nobody noticed until y'all did. And today I'm showing you exactly how I turned this into this. And if you're new here and you love turning old pieces into something nobody else has, go ahead and hit that subscribe button below. All right, y'all. We're getting ready to start on a new upcycle. And it's going to be a men's blazer upcycle. So let's go grab the blazers and see what we come up with. Okay, these are the two. So I have 3 ideas, and I do have another blazer, but the 2 that I'm going to work on now are pretty basic. I just need to decide which one is which. Has to be oversized to do the ruching. And we're gonna make this one a little different from the last one that we did. So as you can tell, this one is a lot more oversized. And see what happens when I scrunch that up? It's not as stiff. It's not as stiff. And I think that is gonna be fire. So I will need to stitch this down because we don't want that. And actually, I'm thinking about scrunching twice in the back instead of up the center. I think that would give a different look too. So I think that's what we're gonna do. And we can decide later. I'm gonna stitch the vents down, but I can decide later if I don't want the vents closed. Let's put it on and let's start to draw the lines. Before I cut anything, I always test the idea on my body. I'm marking directly on the shoulders because that's where I want the ruching to originate. If you start too low, you'll lose that sculptured shape. And yes, I'm doing this while I'm wearing it because I need to see the proportions in real time. Before committing, I like to mock it up with pins. This tells me a couple of things. 1, do I even like the silhouette? 2, how dramatic do I want the ruching to be? If I don't love it here, then I don't sew it. And I'll decide later if I want to reopen them up. It really depends on how this looks in the back. The first one the one you guys saw from the Vidalia knot reel or short, that one only had 1 seam up the back. And so on this jacket, we're gonna do 2 seams, so it's a little different. All right, so now on to figuring out where where you're going to put your channel. And I like to, as you saw in the video before, I marked on the shoulders where I want it to be. And because this is plaid, it's pretty, actually I thought it was even, but it's really not. That's interesting. The sign of a well-made suit, especially when it's plaid, is that the plaids match. And on this one, it doesn't. So what we're gonna do is make sure that we're starting these channels the same distance away from the collar so that when you look at it, it's even. So this is about 1.5 inches away here, and it's about 1.5 inches away there. So I think we're okay. So it's not gonna be like perfect on each side. As you can see, here is the pattern for the plaid just off the shoulder, and this pattern for the plaid is closer to the shoulder seam. So it's not, the plaids aren't even. All right, so I'm gonna draw where I think my channel is gonna start. And then I'm gonna use my, I really need a longer ruler, but just for the purposes of this, we're gonna use this. Draw my line down. And this line is gonna come straight through the pocket. Okay. I'm only gonna draw one because when you sew the channel on, it actually goes on the other side. So we're gonna use this outside. It's gonna end up being the same way. Alrighty, so that's the lines on the front. I'm just marking because I am going to go in with my ruler to make sure that it's straight. But I'm going to put a pin where the line is and make a mark on the other side and make this line on the inside, connecting the dots all the way up to the top. And you want to try to get it as close as possible. Now that I'm confident in the direction, I'm marking clean vertical lines on the outside. These will guide my channels. And I transfer those lines to the inside using straight pins. This keeps everything perfectly aligned. Okay, this is where the fabric choice matters. I'm using a green satin for the channels because it is slick, it's smooth, it's lightweight. When you ruche, bulk is your enemy. If you try to ruche something that's thick inside the jacket, you'll be fighting the whole time. I'm serging 2 sets of strips. One is going to be for the channels and one to create the internal cording. Both are about 1.5 to 2 inches wide. Just to note, there are 4 channels total, 2 in the front and 2 in the back. This is slightly different from the original jacket that I made. Placement is going to be everything. If they're off, then the jacket is going to twist. Your ruching is going to bend. And unless you're being intentional about that, then you don't want that. As I sew each channel down, I leave room at the bottom. Don't close it off too tight. You're going to need space to pull the cording through and secure it. If you stop at the hem, you'll regret it because you'll be able to see some of the cording sticking out. When you are sewing your channels down, you must secure the top cording near the shoulder. So you have to stitch across the channel as well as the top of the cording. And I usually like to do this twice because pulling on the cording is stress on the fabric. All right. Notice right now, it still looks like a regular oversized blazer. This is the part where you might panic. Now we begin to pull. And as you pull, you distribute the ruching evenly from the shoulder down. You control the length here. Shorter, longer, more dramatic, more subtle. Upcycling isn't random. It's controlled adjustment. This is where you can really lean into your style. Now, let's look at how I decided to style this. Look 1, black pants, black fedora, sophisticated, structured, polished, confident. Look 2, gray, softer, a little more editorial, same jacket, different mood. So tell me, would you try this? Are you team black or team gray? Or is it both, depending on the day? And if you're brave enough to try it, tag me. I really want to see it. If this kind of transformation is your thing, hit that subscribe button below and ring the bell because we are not done reconstructing blazers over here. See y'all next week. Bye.